Hey everyone, it's Mike the Circle, and oh my god. I was just like, I had like this good thing going in another video, but I had to scrap the recording because the footage got all screwed up because someone started calling me on my phone, which is what I'm using to record. So yeah, let's get back into this. Okay, let's get back into this review. So what is this kit? This is the Revell Snap Tite Max 2016 Jimmie Johnson Lowe's car. I wanted to build this one after watching William Amos, who I believe is a diecast reviewer on YouTube, and he's pretty cool. He did a pretty good job on his, and I wanted to do something in a similar vein to his car, which he did build this one, it's really cool looking. Highly recommend checking out his video because his looks probably way better than mine does. Um, anyway, I uh, I really have to defend this because people were saying in the comments section of that video like, "Wow, this looks like a really bad kit," and I just can't really agree with that. I'm gonna show the kit in a second, but I just wanted to talk about a couple things. Number one, I have two Jimmie Johnson cars, and I didn't even mean for that to happen. I had found this one, and I'll actually take this out really quick, just to show you guys, because I might as well just drop my idea for this while I'm in the middle of recording this one. I got this one. Um, I got the Snap Type one, and I didn't realize that I bought two Jimmie Johnson cars. It just happened to be a coincidence, and I looked and I'm like, wait a minute. So when they both came, I was just like, wait, I got two. I'm not even a big Jimmie Johnson fan. I'm a fan of Jeff Gordon. Oh my god, but I didn't even mean for this. Oh my god. Well, I have an idea for this. I want to do it completely box stock, except for one thing. So I want to do decals, paint, everything, looking just like it does on the box. But there's going to be a twist. I want to cut out the hood and put a blower and supercharger sticking out of the damn hood. Now that would be awesome because it's completely un-NASCAR like, but you have that whole NASCAR aesthetic where it's just like, okay, it looks like a stock NASCAR, but then you just have boom like that, like the blower coming out, like, oh, that would be so damn cool. Um, Going around to this box and everything, you guys know how Snap Tite kits go. And honestly, I can't hate on them. I really like Snap kits. I can't be the only one that really likes them. Um, there's people out there that'll be like, oh, Snap Tite kits, if you build them, you're not a real model builder or something like that. But I'm just like, you don't. I can't bring myself to hate them. Because there is actually some good effort put into them. I could understand if they were these cheap little things that, like, broke easily and, were really shitty quality and didn't have much detail. Then it'd be like, okay, not good. But these aren't like that. They actually have really good quality, especially the Ford Raptor. With the exception being the 2017 one with the chassis. Felt like that was a little bit lacking there because there's just a flat piece. That's just a minor nitpick. But this one, like the Ford Expedition, pretty good kit. Recommend that one. I don't know how this one is. I'm kind of curious on trying that sometime. But I have built this one and this one. Both are really good. This one as well. Pretty good. This one I've done. Not a bad one. Got some pictures of, showing a kid play with it. I wonder where this kid is now. Who knows? Alright, so we're going to go to model reveal, just like that guy's video, in a couple seconds. And, well, here it is. Like him, I used the yellow Sharpie to color the white decals for, like, the 48 and the white stripe on the front. And I think it looks decent. I'm not the best with putting on decals and stickers and everything, but I mean, I tried my hardest with that. The most trickiest one that I've done, I think, has to be that Subaru Impreza rally car, and probably the Lancia Stratos, because that one was a bit of a pain. I painted my dashboard black and silver, painted the hood pins. I also cut the decals, because the way that it does it over it, it looks kind of weird. It doesn't look like the hood could still open. It almost looks like if you put like a big magnet on the front of it. It didn't look like you could still like hinge. So yeah, I cut that. I might go through with some Tamiya panel gap filler, that stuff that you put in and it makes it look black and everything. I've used it on a couple of cars. I might do that on this, but I'm not sure yet. But overall, this is a really nice mold. It looks great. It, goes together very easily. I did not have any technical difficulties, which is what I cannot say about the thing that I am looking at right now. Not this. I'm looking at something else. Actually, you know what? I'll bring that in real quick to show you guys what I'm talking about. This one gave me some technical difficulties. And this is a Revell Snap Tite NASCAR. One of my favorite NASCARs because I love this paint style. It's called I think it's like unofficially called like the reverse Dale Earnhardt paint job, because keeping the whole Dale Earnhardt aesthetic but switching it up a little bit. And I always thought it was really cool. It was like a little tribute thing. This was shortly after he passed away. This one, I feel like this is why people have this like hatred towards Snap Kit NASCARs, because this one, the plastic was very, very cheap feeling, and the screws that go into where the body goes into, all of them got stripped. Something broke on the interior, so I'm like, oh, okay, no big deal. Let me just unscrew it and fix it. That turned into what could have been 5 minutes, snapping something right back into place. That turned into a 45-minute project because this thing stripped the damn screws, and I was being careful with this thing, like super, super careful. And this thing was like, nope, I want to break on you. So, yeah. Still a really nice looking car, but holy crap, this one was a pain. What am I talking about here? The Jimmie Johnson car or this one? Let's get this out of here. I just needed to bring that up because, Jesus Christ, that was horrible. I never got more pissed off in my life. I was just like, come on. Ugh, really bothered me. Anyway, back to this one. I really, really like this one. The plastic felt so much better. Way better materials. I just overall think that this is just so much better of a model kit. It's very similar in terms of parts, how you put it together, like almost identical, but it's like improved. Definitely improved. The plastic doesn't feel cheap, it feels much better. You can see that I painted those because those are normally like, that's like a gray body color of what the interior looks like. Again, a little paintwork goes a long way with these. I didn't bother doing the exhaust or that because that kind of comes molded in silver, and I'm like, that looks good enough to me. I did sand the tires to make them look worn. It's kind of weird that there's no Goodyear Wrangler or whatever it would say, Goodyear Eagles. Little bit weird to me. Maybe they couldn't clear Goodyear for this car. I don't know why that would be the case, but whatever. It looks a little weird, and I was kind of tempted to swap these onto this car, that probably would have looked much better. But whatever. That's how they want you to put it together. That's how it is. Okay, I'll roll with it. Looks a little bit weird, but okay. I could work with it. Even the Dale truck has that. But anyway, overall, I would say this is a pretty good kit. Highly recommend it if you want to do something. And like I said, a little bit of paint goes a long way. Like the black dashboard and the black net just really make this thing pop and everything. It just looks so much better. I even like the yellow. The yellow Sharpie was something new. I was going to do an oopsie and clear coat over it because I posted on Facebook. I'm like, hey, can you clear coat over Sharpie? And I'm glad I got answers saying, no, don't do that. Because I was going to clear coat the entire body with the 48s colored and everything. And that would have been an oopsie. That would have screwed up everything. So I'm glad I didn't do that. That would have been pretty bad. What else did I want to talk about? I haven't finished book 11 yet. I need to finish that up. I'm trying to think what else to talk about. Oh yeah, I wanted to. I don't know if I should, but I might revisit the Mad Max video game. Because I've been playing a lot of Rage 2, and Rage 2 is made by the same people that it's Avalanche Studios. They did the Mad Max game, and like I was just remembering like just how tedious the Mad Max game is. Like I understand if there's a lot of people out there that don't really like get into video games and everything and just bought it to play it. I will admit the first like 30 minutes of the game are really good, but then to actually get everything is like a pain. Not to mention the enemies in that game suck. I don't see how anyone can defend the combat in Mad Max. The vehicle combat's great, but the actual combat, I mean, when you upgrade Max and he has gauntlets on with chunks of metal and he's punching people in the face, war boys that aren't protected, and they shrug it off like he's slapping them with a piece of ham, I'm like, okay, something's wrong here. Once you get all the upgrades in the Mad Max game, the game still doesn't feel good. When you get all the upgrades in Rage 2, the game just becomes fucking awesome. Like, holy shit. I don't know what it is, but Rage 2 is just, it's very similar to the Mad Max game, but it's just so much better. Seriously, guys, if you guys still have your PS4s and you got it just for the Mad Max game or whatever, highly recommend getting Rage 2. You'll have a much better time. Phoenix is Bay. If you play the game, you know what I mean. But anyway, enough about the Mad Max game. One thing I am disappointed in is the exhausts. They are very, very weird. That one, for some reason, doesn't line up. They're just, I mean, it's not just this kit. This has it as well. Where it's just that. Like, why? They can't put a hole there? I don't know. It just looked a little bit goofy to me. I might just paint that black just to make it look better. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this thing. I'm probably going to put a slideshow in, maybe. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you guys think.